Hello, beautiful people. Today we're going to go over how a commonality and how to project wave 5 on the Elliott wave theory. And let's go ahead and get started. So, as we all know, the Elliott wave theory is very rule based, and there are specific guidelines on how far point wave 4 should be, or race retraces back even from wave 2. When it comes to the Elliott wave theory, you definitely want to use a higher time frame. As you know, market structure plays a role, and the higher the time frame, the stronger your levels are. One of the things about the Elliott wave is that you want to identify your swing low point and identify where the market had broke out and reverse. So in this particular situation, as you can see, we had a downtrend before the market got into this area here and started making a U-turn. And so I'm going to identify right here my last high that pushed the market to this low, to the swing low point. This would be the area that I would be looking for, and this would be the area where I see that it broke out of this last high area before it pushed the market down. So what I would do is immediately go ahead and pull out my Elliott wave and start to draw from 0 to 1 where the market pushed past that point and then reversed. And then from 2 to 3, I'm looking to see where it broke the 1 and then it stopped and reversed as the pullback before it continued up. So for wave 5, we don't know how far wave 5 will go. We don't know, and this is what I'm going to show you on how you can build a case. So let's go over some of the basic rules, which, by the way, I watched this awesome video here and learned a couple rules in addition to what I've read from this website as well. And so I'm going to share some of that with you here on the chart. Now remember, the retracement from 0 to 1, this 2 right here, cannot pull back or exceed 100% of this level, or it invalidates the Elliott wave. As you can clearly see, it did not go below there. The pullback was only about at this is still reversed, sorry. The pullback was about at the 618 level. Okay. The next rule you want to remember is that the 4 cannot dip below the 1 at all whatsoever. And then some key points, some things I've learned is that when it comes to pattern time and as well as price on wave 2 and wave 4 right here, which is your corrective waves, you want them to be different, whether it's the patterns are different or the length of the leg is different. You want something to stick out between these two here. Now when it comes to finding commonality, you're gonna use your fib extension or your normal fibs and just flip it, reverse it to figure out some key levels that could to project where wave 5 could possibly go. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the first leg here, and I'm going to go ahead and reverse this. Okay, and here it's going to show me how far leg 3 went up. Okay, so we have leg 3 between the 1618 and the 179 area. Okay, we're gonna take note of this area because we're gonna use this to build a case. What we're gonna do is expect or project 5 to double or this fib level. One of the things you also want to do is look left to see, is this a valid zone, a valid area? Did the market respect these levels in the past? So just always keep that in mind and see if you gotten an area where the market respected the level. As you can see here, the market bounced off here where it was support, and as you can see in the past, it bounced here where it was resistance. So I feel like this is a very good level right here. Next, you want to do is identify. So I'm going to go ahead and move this fit level over and make room for other fib extensions that we're going to be looking for. So we did the 0 to the 1. Now let's take from the 2 to the 1 extension level, fib extension. If you want to use your trend base extension, the way you would do this is start from the top here, go down here to the 2. Well, wrong way. You can do it that way and just reverse it. Start from the top here, down here, back to the 1, reverse it so they're on top, or just do it in the opposite direction. It's up to you. Or you can use your normal fibs, and let me go ahead and show that to you like I did before. Start here and go to the 1, use your normal fibs, and then you're just going to identify the 2618 area. Okay, the reason why we're identifying the 2618 because that's about the double or the twin of the 1618. So we're just going to mark this zone up as a possible area where the wave 5 can project to. So if this is valid, cool. If not, then we won't use it. So then next, we're going to go ahead and project from 2 to 3 and see if this lines up with that level. And as you can see here, oops, let me move this over because now they're overlapping. Okay, let me put a line so we can make sure we're using the same levels. Drawing it out. Okay, so from 2 to 3, I'm getting the extension from 2 to 3, wave 2 to 3, and the 1618 is way up here, and it is actually near the 2618 of this level of this extension right here. So what we're going to do is just take note of these two areas because these are pretty close. Okay, they're not far off. So we mark this up because this is a possibility there's a commonality here in this area based on this extension level from the 0 to the 1 and then from the 2 to the 3. And the last one that we're going to do is the extension level from the 3 to the 4 or from the 3 to the 4. Okay, and remember you can use your fib retracement or you can use your extension to get these levels. I'm just going to go from the 4 to the 3 right here and see how this lines up. I know it looks confusing a little bit and it'll all make perfect sense here soon. So this is where I'm going to make sure that fib stop at on that black line. And then I'm going to match it up. And notice how the 618 is almost near this 1618 and this 2618. So right here in this purple zone, right here, this looks like this could possibly be a projected wave 5 for this Elliott wave. Now, if for any reason this market decides to invalidate, which what that means is, say it decide to come all the way down here past 4, then obviously this is no longer a valid Elliott wave, and then one of the two things that could happen is I would need to adjust my zones once the market creates a new swing point. So that may entail, well, at this point, if the one's there, it may entail, like say it goes here and then the one might have to move up a little, move up, so, or move down. I don't know how that would look, but that's just an example. You just have to pretty much start all over. Start all over, adjust your zones to make it make sense. So right now I am basing my projection that 5 will be here, because as you can see, when I did the extension levels for each one of these waves, based on the 3 where I had doubled up initially, uh, you know, there's a possibility, a strong case that the market will come here. And another way you can build your case is to stretch this box over. Okay, let me just do this. Extend left, extend right, stretch that box over, and just look left to see if market respected this area. Was it, was it their support, some reaction around that area? So there's a possibility that it could come up to this area. So this concludes my training on the commonality principle with the Elliott wave theory, and I hope I was able to explain how to project wave 5. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. Love you guys. Stay tuned to the next one.